Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today, we are going to be jumping into a game that has been taking the internet by storm, and that game is Blueprints. I've seen quite a few people who have played this game. I've avoided as many spoilers as I can. I don't think that anything has been really spoiled for me, but I'm very excited to play this. We're going to start off with the Steam store description, which is: Welcome to Mount Holly, where every dawn unveils a new mystery. Navigate through shifting corridors and ever changing chambers in this genre defying strategy puzzle adventure. But will your unpredictable path lead you to the rumored Room 46? Let's find out. We got some rain. Dogu Bomb presents in association with Raw Theory, a game by Tonda Ross. Ross? I don't know how to say their name. Who are you?
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me.
That's an interesting way to do your last will and testament on a record.
I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in
I'm guessing we're
and
Simon.
to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly.
That's a banging house.
The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor.
Okay.
But I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall.
Oh. That feels a little
In
brutal.
witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993.
Doesn't that feel a little brutal?
S. Sinclair.
Like, here's this puzzle that you need to figure out, and unless you do, you get nothing. Like, oh, okay. Thanks, Unk. Appreciate it. Day 1. All right, let's take a look here. One thing that I have noticed by seeing other people play this is how much I love the art style of this game. How it looks hand drawn, but then there's also elements where it doesn't look hand drawn, like the floor here. It looks great. Okay, so what can I see right now? Looks like in the upper left, I have a 50, and there's 2 little feet next to it. So let's see if we can figure out what that means. outside. Don't know if we can go outside or not. What's this? Open only in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead." With all my love and wishes, best of luck. Herbert S. Sinclair. I'm excited. I'm really excited. All right, and what is this? Oh, the Mount Holly blueprint. Is this the blueprints? Are we done? This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing Tab. Oh, here we go. So we must be here in the entrance hall. So far, if I click on it, entrance hall. Past the steps and beyond the grand doors, admission to Mount Holly is granted by way of a dark and garish lobby, suitably called the entrance hall. From here, each guest's adventure begins. However, the 3 doors that proceed onward do not always lead to the same adjoining rooms. It's permanent, blueprint, rarity is not available. Looks like over here we have a directory of all the various rooms. Interesting that the entrance hall is room number 2. Bedrooms, hallways, green rooms, shops, red rooms, back. Okay. Well, where do we start? Was there something over here too? Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 footstep. When you no longer have any steps left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. Okay. Interesting. All right, so which direction do we want to go? 1, 2, or 3? I think I'm going to go this way. Okay, so I can create a bedroom, a closet, or a hallway. And if I press tab, I can see the way that they are laid out. If I do a hallway, that gives us 2 doors. Closet is a dead end. Bedroom gives us 1 door. Let's go for a hallway. I hear a clock. Oh. Okay, so my footprints are going down when I go into a room, I think. What does this say? Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Okay. Well, let's open this one. A nook, a closet, or a parlor? Let's do. Let's see if that looks like it would be a nice little corner room there. Let's do a parlor or the parlor. Is there more than one? I don't know. Look, it's our boy Herbie. There's a letter over here. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this last Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. It's quite the run-on sentence. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. So it's 3 boxes. At least one has a false, one is true, but there could be 2 true or 2 false. And what is that? A rather curious wind-up key, a component of the parlor. Okay. That's a nice view outside. Yeah, look at that. There's a little creek there. Oh, here are the boxes. What does it say? The gems are not in the white box. The gems are not in this box. The gems are in this box. Okay. Now I got to try to wrap my head around this. Which one is true and which one is false? The gems are not in the white box, which means they could be. The gems are not in this box, which means they could be. Those 2 could be lies. The gems are in this box, and that could be a truth. This could be a truth. And this could be a truth, and this could be a lie. No. I think they're probably in this box. Because that has to be true. This is a lie, right? No. This is a truth. And that's a truth. Wait, they all 3 can't be true. Okay. So wait a second. If this is a lie, then that means that they are in this box. If this is true and this is true, then that means that the gems have to be in that box. Oh, wait. This one, I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around this. Okay, the gems are not in the white box. Okay, so they're not in the white box. That could be true. That could be true. And this could be false. True. True. False. So then that would mean that they're in this box. I'm just going to try it. Hey, I was right. Okay. Well, I got 2 gems. I don't know what those do, but I got 2 gems. All right. A chapel. Whenever you enter chapel, you lose 1 coin. Corridor is always left unlocked. And a storeroom. I feel like a corridor, because our goal is to get north, right? Okay. There's a weird fan sound in here. Get that out on the grounds. It's pretty nice out there. Okay, guest bedroom, which gives me 10 steps, a spare room, which will help me go north, and a den, which will also help me go north. And has a gem. Let's do the den. There's a gem here. There's a lot of clocks. Yeah, this room has a lot of clocks in it. Interesting. Wonder if that means anything. Can I do anything with it? I don't know. Can I do anything with... Why is the candlestick knocked over? I don't know if I can do anything with any of these things. I'm just trying to click on them to see. It's a nice fireplace. There's a pawn. Okay, let's try to open this door. If we go in that door, we can have a closet, a nook, or the chapel. The chapel will help us go north. The nook will also help us go north. The closet won't help us go north at all, but we still have the den that'll help us go north, and we get 2 items from the closet. Let's, I think I'll take a closet. What we got in here? What is this? A single ivory die. While drafting, you may use the die to roll new floor plans. Okay. It says there's 2 items, though. Where's the second one? Oh, those. Running shoes. Occasionally save a footstep when traveling longer distances across the estate and grounds. Okay. So we'll go to this door now. Courtyard, pantry, or West Wing Hall. Maybe the courtyard? That costs a gem? Or the hall? Let's do the hall. That'll help us get even further north. The music in this game is great. Oh, it's boarded up. Locked. Not locked. Okay. What is this room? Security. View inventory of all items currently in the house. Or if I do the nook, then I would get the key that allows me to unlock that other door. What's more important? Security? Or the nook? Or the storeroom? The storeroom gives me a lot of stuff. That also gives me a key. I feel like that could be a good... uh, let's do the storeroom. There's a coin. And here's a key. There's the gem. Is there anything else? There's a pawn. Can't do anything with that. Is there anything else in... What is that? Oh, it's a bird. In a bathing suit. That's cute. Anything else in here? I'm literally just trying to click on everything as I'm looking around. Doesn't look like it. Okay. So now we can unlock this door, right? Pantry, spare room, or the chapel? I only have one coin. Does that matter? Let's do... Spare room's gonna get us further north. But if that door is locked, we're kinda... I mean, we still have other places we can go, but... Okay, let's just try the spare room. Let us just hope that this door is not locked. Locked. It is. Of course it is. Okay. So we need to go back to the hallway or the entrance hall. Okay. Wait, was that? That was the closet. I was confused for a second. Okay, I guess we can try to go this way. The nook, the lavatory, or the pantry. If I get the nook, then I can get a key, but then I'd have to go all the way back up to the spare room. If I do the lavatory, I mean, this feels like as good a place as any to have a dead-end room, right? Let's do that. I don't need to go in there. Okay. Let's go back to the entrance hall. Let's try this one. So we could do a bedroom, a guest bedroom, or the courtyard. Well, the bedroom is basically a net zero, right? Because when you go into it, you lose a step, and then when you leave it, you lose a step. But whenever you enter that room, you gain 2 steps. So it's just basically you stay status quo. So if I have 33 steps right now and I get the bedroom, I should have 33 steps when I leave the bedroom. Let's do the bedroom. Feels really weird to have a bedroom off of the entrance hall, but hey, you know. This is a nice little bedroom. There's another pawn. Oh, there's coins. Thank you. There's a picture. Who is that? I don't know, but she's pretty. Anything else in here? Anything? What is that? Is it? Yep. Greetings from Reddington. I can't do anything with that. I can't like flip it or anything. So, okay. Can I put on the top hat? Nope. All right, let's try to open this door. Let's hope that it's not locked. It's not locked. Okay. Uh, Nook, chapel, or guest bedroom. If we do the Nook, then we'll have a key, which is good to have. Chapel opens up multiple ways for us to go. But I lose coins when I go into the chapel. I have 4 coins right now. Let's do the Nook. I feel like I'm more hard up for keys right now than anything. Is there anything else in here? What is this? A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Oh. Do I need my iPad? Got it. Okay. Let me open up note-taking app on my iPad so that I can do this. Okay. This is, what is this game? Blueprints? Okay. Now taking notes on my iPad as I need to. Have to figure out a way to have all this on my desk and not be in the way of my mixer and my stream deck and all the other fun stuff. Okay. I have notes in front of me. And the way that we go is this way. Is there anything else in here? There's a rook or a castle. Okay. Chapel. They really want me to get the chapel, don't they? They just keep popping up. Utility closet and commissary. Well, the chapel will help me go north, which is where I want to get to. Commissary, not so much. I don't know what this does. It says breaker box. I don't know what that means. So I guess we go for chapel. We're going to lose a coin. Yep. Wow. This is pretty in here. Got some statues. Got some stained glass windows. Got some. Why do you need a chapel in your house? There's a. That's fitting that there's a bishop in here. Is there anything? Oh, there's a number there. Oh, there's a number there. Wait, do all of them do have numbers? That feels like a thing that I should probably write down. Okay. So if we're looking at this, what is this? A farmer? Is that a farmer? Or what are you? A gardener? So that's gardener? 2 is chef. 3 is that looks like farmer. 4 is that a chimney sweep? 5. 5 is maid. 6 is is that a jockey? And 7 is the king? And these were all found in the chapel. Okay. Notes. Wrote all of that down. Okay. Felt like a lot. I would not have even think to write that down had we not just seen the thing that said write things down. Okay, should I try to go this way first? Because this is north. Okay, dining room, nursery, or passageway. Passageway gives you 3 doors. Oh man, that could open up a lot of spaces for me. The dining room could help too. The passageway feels like this is like prime location, I feel like, for a passageway. It's 2 gems and I have 4. Let's do it. Why not? Okay. Of course, we got to try the north door first. Utility closet again. I don't know what that does. Has a breaker box. The wine cellar has 3 gems in it, and the workshop combined inventory to create new items. I kind of want to see what this is about. This room makes a fun noise. Keycard entry system on, off. Danger. Toggling of breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC Power if you require assistance. What happens if I turn that off? And if I turn these off? What are these? Buttons. Okay, I don't know what. Let's turn them off. Oh, they don't turn off. They turn colors. Oh, they turn. Oh, no. What did I do? What? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, no. Okay. Well. Yeah, let's leave that alone. I don't know what that is. Hopefully there's something here that will tell me what those buttons are for. Okay, let's go out here and let's go to the right. Is that a... All right, we can go into the pantry, a bunk room, or the commissary. None of which are going to lead me north. The pantry will give me coins. The bunk room counts as 2 bedrooms. If I get that, that means that that square right there in the middle is just no longer usable. It'll just be completely blocked off. I'm kind of wondering if... Let's go for the pantry. I just want to kind of round out this area. Oh, it's an apple. Oh, 2 steps. Thank you. And 4 coins. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, and 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Maybe I should make a note that apple equals 2 steps. So if... So could I do math here and figure out how much each thing is worth, right? Because if they were only looking to get 50 steps, then that's 10. So then there's 40 left. So then this could be 20 each. Possible. All right, let's try to open this door. We have the dining room, the billiard room, and the nursery. Okay, so the billiard room has a puzzle. The nursery is a dead end. But whenever I draft any bedrooms, I'll get 5 steps. And then the dining room, that's just a waste. I'm not going to do the dining room there. I feel like that's a waste. You know what? I'll do the billiard room. Let's see what this is all about. Let's see what this puzzle is. Oh, there's alcohol. Okay. Can I have any? Now where's... It's a glass. Not finding any puzzles yet. Some darts. Oh. Oh, what happens if I click on the blue? Nothing. Can I click on anything? None of those spaces let me click on it. Oh, the numbers I can... So if I click on 10, because that's where it's pointing, what happens? 5 and 6. Is that multiply or add? Or well, it Can't be multiply. Add? Oh, okay. Now, what does that mean? That's the first time something like that has popped up. Does that, does this mean plus and this means minus? So is that a positive 15 and a minus 7? Is that what that means? If so, that's 8. Oh, okay. Is that a positive 13 and a negative 11? So that's 2. That's 12. I'm just guessing here. Now, what is that one? Well, wait, if this is plus and this is minus, would this be multiply and this divide? Plus, minus, multiply, divide. I mean, it's worth a shot. So that's what, 4 times 5 is 20? Oh, 17. Oh God, I have to try to remember the order of operations? uh, so you always, or do you go from inner to outer? Because if that's 17 minus 15, that's 2 times 2 is 4, which would put it here. I think that's the only one that could make sense. Unless it's 17 times 2 minus 15, that there's no number on the board that would. I'm just going to try it. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, I think I just got lucky. Did I just get super lucky while trying to guess that? I have no idea. Oh, plus, minus, times, divide. That seems like it's plus, minus, times, divide. So that would seem like it's closest to the middle, next ring, next ring, next ring. So maybe I just got super lucky and did that right, and I got 2 keys out of it. So now I have 3 keys. Oh man. Now let us see where we can go. I'll try to go through this door here in the passageway. It's the one straight across. Even if it's locked, it doesn't matter. It's not locked. Okay, courtyard, east wing hall, or guest bedroom. Like, I want to keep moving north. Let's go for the courtyard. We don't have a... I mean, I don't know what the colors mean, but I don't have a green room yet. This is interesting. Nice little... Is there anything around here anywhere? What? Can I... An old weathered shovel. Looks like it could be useful for digging. Can I, like, dig in here? Wait, which ways can I go? I could go that way. Or that way. But I'd want to try to go north, right? Is there anything else in here that I can do? Anything hiding? Apparently I can dig that up with a shovel. An old shoe, not worth picking up. So are those piles of dirt that I can dig up? What appears to be a broken lever could prove to be useful. Okay. I want to try to go this way, right? East Wing Hall, boudoir, the dining room. All those I'm going to be missing at least one door in. Boudoir would put me at a dead end. Dining room would not put me at a dead end. East Wing Hall would also not put me at a dead end. Let's... Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. Sure, why not? We'll go for the dining room. Sorry, I was taking a drink. Oh, that's a cool view. What is that? It's a cool statue. This is nice. Yeah. Can I click on anything in here? It's a nice bottle of wine. Some napkins and plates. Some fine china. Another pawn. Something tells me that those chess pieces are going to be important. Why is there a dog tag? Looks like a dog tag or a price tag. Okay. Store is locked, but I have 3 keys. So let's use one. All right, let's go for... I don't want a dead end. Let's go for the commissary. Oh, what's that? An arcade game. Diageo blocks? Is that a jukebox or is that like an old cigarette machine? What is this? Oh. Okay. Gem. I can get gems for 3 coins. Get a salt. What do I want a salt shaker for? For 5. Sledgehammer for 8 and a metal detector for 10. The only thing that I could buy is a salt shaker or gems. Would the sledgehammer be useful though? Should I save for the metal detector? Can I sell anything? I don't have any gems right now. You know what? This is a learning experience. Salt shaker. Whenever you eat food and gain uh feet, you gain an extra foot. Oh. Well, that's kind of nice. What's this over here? The commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. Sorry for any inconvenience. I should probably write that down. Commissary closed day 12 to 16. Okay. With, without. I'm with. What is that? A coast? Coastline? Without coat. Okay. I don't know what that means. I mean, the word coat is in coastline. I mean, the letters for coat are in coastline, assuming that that's what that is. What does this say? Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals in the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found in security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Mrs. Babbage is house manager. Terminal password. I don't. It looks like it starts with an S, but it's been crossed off. Okay. Uh. Okay. I'm trying to organize these notes a little bit. Um. That up there. Okay. And I highlighted that I needed the terminal password. So when I get to a point where I need it, I need it. Another locked door. All right. That's what we got these keys for, right? Wine cellar gives me 3 gems. The mail room, a package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. and the aquarium, which requires a gem that I don't have. I should have bought a gem. That leaves me one of these two, both of which are dead ends, which means I'm going to have to go back to the spare room and go north. Try to go north from there. I could try to go south here and get something, but all right, let's get the mailroom. I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should have done the wine cellar. Order placed. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravain to sender as he is no longer employed with our staff. What does that say down there? Oh my, I can't read that. I cannot read that. Denny Ravain no longer on staff. Okay, wrote that down. And there's something down there, but I can't really read it with the symbol and how small it is. Do I have a magnifying glass? Utility room fuse box. More detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address client has provided. Press any button above to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. Okay. Okay. All right. I need to. Should I just take a picture of that and put that in my notes? Picture? Take a picture? Allow. Okay, I'm taking a photo of this with my iPad. Okay, that is added to my notes. Jeez, these notes are getting a little out of hand. This is fun. Sorry, I keep having to drink a lot of water. My throat is getting so dry. All right, what else we got in here? Some packages. There's a scale, mail. Like, this place is so big that you need a mail room? Dad, 1809 Alice Drive, Fen Aries, 63022 to Simon P. Jones, Mount Holly Estate, Fen Aries, 63080. Hey, buddy. How's it going up there in that big house? I think most people would be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and opportunities for adventure that present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage packing the tent. I wanted to try to post this letter before we depart tomorrow so that it has a chance to arrive during your first few days on the estate. With all the preparations, I'm not sure I'm going to find the time. There's so much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me to just jot this stuff down. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you, and I know from our conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him. So do both of us a favor. Be excited. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, and I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer before your trip that will actually be useful to you. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday I'll end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliche expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator, Dad. P.S. Get some sleep each night and don't spend all your time each day playing dirigiblocks. Aw. That's cute. That's really cute. All right. Okay. So now the question becomes, do I try to go down this way in the courtyard? Or do I just haul ass over here to the spare room and try to go up? I'll try the courtyard first. If that's a locked door in the courtyard, then I'm going to the other side. It's not locked. Ooh, this could be super helpful. To get 10 steps? Boudoir into the chapel. The patio. Spread gems in each green room. We only have 2 green rooms. Let's do this one. Nice. Is there anything in here? Keys. A spare set of car keys. Oh, there's a letter over here, too. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house, and I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. So had we figured this out, or had we read this before we went into the billiard room, I don't know that actually would have helped. I was just guessing at everything in there. Look at that little sheep. Literally guessing at everything. Is that another pawn up there? There's a chess piece in every room, I feel like. Okay. So now go courtyard, passageway, chapel, nook, bedroom, entrance hall, hallway, and all the way up there. Oh, jeez. Here. The footsteps in that hallway made me think that there was somebody in my house behind me. Here. The ambient noises are something else. Oh, we still haven't tried to go to the left off the entrance hall yet, have we? Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room instead. The workshop, the dark room. What? Huh. What does this do for us? There's a saw. Can I have that? Sledgehammer can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. I haven't found any locked trunks. What is this? Stones cut by hand and letters wrought do spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is of often lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. There's an E. There's an 8. Is it time for another photograph? Okay. Took a picture of that. I'm trying to organize my notes. Again. Okay. I have those organized, and the letter next to it is letter E. I don't know what that means. It's in my notes. Oh boy. All right, you know what? I'm just going to keep trying to go this way. Freezer freezes your accounts. Gold and diamond amounts will not reset at the end of each day, and they cannot be adjusted or used until tomorrow. Maid's chambers, less likely to find items laying around in your house. Ooh. Well, this would suck. Because that would mean if I find any gems, I just get to carry them with me to the next day and I can't actually use them today. Maid's chambers, less likely to find items laying around in your house. That seems like, are red rooms bad? Because although I don't know why the lavatory is bad, but the chapel is bad because it takes a coin. The maid's chamber means that there's less items around the house. Maybe I'll do the bunk room. If I do the maid's chambers, though, then I can get another door up. Let's do it. Oh, I love that you can. Oh, that it looks like the windows were washed, but like they look like paint swirls on the window. Is this a letter? Staff noticed the day we all dreaded has finally arrived. It is with unprecedented sadness that we inform you of the death of our benefactor, employer, and master, the Baron of Mount Holly, H.S. Sinclair. Any staff who have an interest in attending services may contact Mrs. Babbage for details. And following the instructions left by the Baron himself, effective immediately, all work at Mount Holly is suspended. All live-in staff will have 1 month paid leave and must vacate the premises by Friday, November 6th. Mrs. Babbage. Anything in here that I can click on? Sewing machine. Mila? Are those staff? And a wash basin? Drawers, feather duster. More again with the dog tag. What would make sense here? None of these. Okay. I guess we'll just do the boudoir then, just to close that out. Do I want to go in there? Sure. What's going on in here? Got some perfume, got a brush. Got a what is this? Got a safe? Okay. That didn't work. So I'm gonna have to try to find the code for the safe. Let me write down that I'm looking for a safe code. Safe code. And that is in the boudoir. Okay. These notes are so sloppy. Who knows if I'm actually going to be able to make sense of these or not. Okay. So now I should go over to the spare room, right? I think that's the only place that I have left to go. Oh, footsteps. Okay, go through the hallway up to the parlor, den, West Wing Hall, and spare room. Okay. I'm not going to have very many steps left when I get up there. See the door. All right. Unlock. Dark room, furnace, or garage. There are 3 keys in the garage, but they need a gem? Oh no. um I guess maybe the dark room? Try the dark room. Ooh. It is dark in here. Aren't dark rooms supposed to have, like, red lights? Oh, I turn the power off in here. I don't know what any of these are. Just choose one. What is that? Conference room. Okay. Spreading items. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. Interesting. So you don't have to go hunting around for them. You can just find them here in the conference room. There's a red note over here. Safe code 9083. All right. Oh, do I go back now? Reminder, after meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. There's an office safe? Wait, why can't I need a key card? And okay. Do I go back to the boudoir and try that safe? Or do I go through the other door in the dark room? Might as well try the other door in the dark room just to see what the room is. It's locked, so I can't. I think I'm going to run out of steps. Okay, I guess I go to the boudoir. And try that safe code, which was 9083. If that even is the right one, because it did say office safe, and this is not an office. Workshop. Combine inventory to create new items. Shovel. Shoes. Salt. Broken lever. Okay, so apparently I can combine the shovel and the broken lever. Or the sledgehammer and the shovel. Shoes, broken lever? Nope. Okay. Okay, let's see what's in this safe, shall we? What is it? Oh, let's clear first. 9083. Does that not work? Clear. 9083. Enter. Well, nothing's happening, so I'm guessing that it must not be for this safe then. Dang it. Okay, so go back to the dark room. I think we're going to be out of steps by the time we get there. Yeah. We're going to be out of steps. I never went into the bathroom, did I? Sounds funny in here. Okay, well, I'm not going to make it. I wasn't going to make it back up to the dark room anyway, so. Pass out. You have used all of your footsteps and must now call it a day. You have pushed yourself to the very edge of exhaustion and must now return to your campsite to get some rest. You can continue your search tomorrow. However, the house might be a little bit different. Mount Holly, prosaic villa, total rooms 28, rank reached 7, steps taken 66, items found 5. Look how close we were to the antechamber. We were literally 2 rooms away. 3. I don't know what happens when you get there, though. All right. Well, that was day 1 of Blueprints, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe so that way you can be notified the next time that I upload a video like this to the channel. Until next time, though, see ya.